to all visiting teams.
Listen up. This is the Pirates house.
This is the Pirates house.
You made a mistake.
Turn around. Go home.
Danger. We're going to beat you like you stole something. And take your lunch.
And take your lunch. I want your ham sandwich,
Pickles, cookies,
Kool-Aid, everything.
call the police, call your pastor, call your mama.
Call your mama. Come on.
Bring it.
Bring it. Bring it, little girl. You don't want this. You ain't want none of this.
Parents, please take your kids outside. You don't want to see this.
Close the blinds. This ain't gonna be pretty.
Girl, speak for yourself.
It's game time.
It's game time, boy. It's showtime. Ladies and gentlemen, come one, come all. Pirate basketball is next, baby.
Lady Pirates basketball is next, baby.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Alumni Arena on the campus of Armstrong Atlantic State University for the final two games of the 2008 Chatham Orthopedics Holiday Classic. The Lady Pirates take the court, taking on in-state rival Valdosta State. As both of these teams coming off of losses yesterday, looking to get back into the win column here this evening. Chad Jackson to bring you the action with the Lady Pirates and the Lady Blazers. The Lady Pirates coming off of a tough 73-61 loss to number 25 Wingate, a game in which the Lady Pirates were out of it quickly. Wingate scored the first 14 points of the contest, built a 41-19 halftime lead, and held on for the win over the Lady Pirates. Armstrong Atlantic 6-2 on the season after that loss. And they take on a Blazers squad which came in 7-1, receiving votes in the WBCA's top 25 poll, but they lost a tough defensive battle yesterday to Columbus State as the Lady Cougars came up with a 63-57 win over Valdosta State in that contest. So which team will come out of here 1-1 for the weekend, and which team will be 0-2 heading into the Christmas holidays? For Armstrong Atlantic, they did dodge one bullet last night as three-time Peach Ball Conference Player of the Year Lacey Willis went down a little awkwardly in the second half with an injury, but came back into the game, did not play a lot after suffering that injury. However, she is in the starting lineup and will play, and in pregame warmups has shown no ill effects from last night's problem. For Valdosta State, they come in with a hefty advantage in this series. They lead Armstrong Atlantic 9-3 all time. And last year, it was a November tournament in Valdosta that the Lady Pirates and the Lady Blazers hooked up in. And Valdosta State took a 66-54 victory over the Lady Pirates in that one. Lindsey Holmes had a career night in that game against Valdosta State with 18 points. She hit 6 of 14 three-pointers, but no other Pirate player in double figures in that contest. So the Lady Pirates are going to look to get Lindsey Holmes working from beyond the arc and get Lacey Willis working as well. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. Armstrong Atlantic, again, coming in at 6-2 overall. We'll start senior Ashley Duhart at the point guard position. Duhart, 18 assists on the season and 6 turnovers, so not a particularly good assist to turnover ratio for the senior, but she is averaging 7.1 points per game, and last night grabbed a career-high 9 rebounds in the loss to Wingate. Lindsey Holmes is in the starting lineup after taking a seat last night. She is averaging 8.4 points per game and is shooting 33.9% from three-point range. Lacey Willis and Dartavia Thomas, the forwards. Dartavia Thomas had a career high 18 points last night, averaging 11.4 points per game, 5.4 rebounds per game, and Lacey Willis had 15 in last night's loss, 20.3 points per game and 8.1 rebounds per game for the senior from Dublin. And then Kelly Verslaus, the center for the Lady Pirates, averaging 5.1 points per game and just under 2 blocks per game, as well as 5.8 rebounds per game. For Valdosta State, Senny Hartree is the point guard. Lachelle Matthews, the other guard. Brittany Hudson is the center, and Tamika Booker and Aaron Keller are the forwards. Let us break, get a chance to meet the 2008-2009 Lady Pirates, and we'll come back with the tip-off, Armstrong Atlantic against Valdosta State.
Matthew Schmidt, head women's basketball coach, Johnstown, Pennsylvania.
Veronica Black, assistant coach, Vincennes, Indiana.
Lauren Hall, point guard, Detroit, Michigan.
Janae Bonai, guard, Bluffton, South Carolina.
Ashley DeHart, point guard, Macon, Georgia.
Mallory Mitchell, point guard, Savannah, Georgia.
Jenny Wines, point guard, Penn Springs, West Virginia.
Dorotavia Thomas, guard, Augusta, Georgia.
Angela Miller, guard, Pembroke, Georgia.
Portia Jones, guard, Savannah, Georgia.
Lindsay Holmes, guard, Warner Adams, Georgia. Lacey Willis, small forward, Dublin, Georgia.
Lindsay Hill, forward, Weatherford, Texas.
Brittany Yvette Hodges, center, Atlanta, Georgia.
Kelly Slice, center, Hansdom, Netherlands.
Chad Jackson back with you here at Alumni Arena. Armstrong, Atlantic State, and Valdosta State starters being announced to the Alumni Arena crowd here. Our final game of the Chatham Orthopedics Classic will be after this one. The Armstrong Atlantic State men, coming off of a win over Concordia Summit last night, will host the Bears of Lenore Rhine in what has become a holiday tradition here in Savannah, as Armstrong Atlantic and Lenore Rhine have faced each other every season at this time here in Savannah since 1998. Let's recap you with the action that happened already today in the Chatham Orthopedics Classic. Wingate left the tournament 2-0 as they picked up a 76-59 win over Columbus State earlier today. So Wingate finishes 2-0 and will most likely move up in the rankings. The Bulldogs number 25 in the country, while Columbus State ends the weekend 1-1. In men's action, St. Augustine's out of North Carolina. The Raleigh School goes 2-0 as well in the Chatham Orthopedics Classic. The Falcons defeated Concordia Selma 71-52. And we'll head back to North Carolina after picking up 2 wins this afternoon. Armstrong Atlantic in their home white uniforms with maroon numerals and gold trim. Valdosta State in their road black uniforms with red numerals, or excuse me, white numerals with red trim. And will be Kelly Verslaus jumping the opening tip with Brittany Hudson. Verslaus and Hudson up in the air, won by Valdosta State, and we are underway here at Alumni Arena. Sending Hartree over the left side to Lachelle Matthews. Now back out front to Hudson. Hudson well away from the basket, guarded by Lacey Willis. Now Booker, Tamika Booker, gives it back to Hudson. Hudson drives, lays it up. It's blocked from behind by Willis. Offensive rebound, and then a travel as number 23, Erin Keller, had it underneath the basket and took an extra step. Turnover to the Lady Pirates. Valdosta State, showing a little token full court pressure. Dartavia Thomas will bring it up for the Lady Pirates. Thomas, 18 points last night. Led the Lady Pirates against Wingate. Right side, Duhart skips it out to Holmes. Thought about the three. 10 seconds left. Verslaus in the paint. Shot is up. No good. Rebound comes down to Keller for Valdosta State. Now Booker has it. Free throw line. Takes the shot. Good. Tamika Booker for two, and Valdosta State with the early 2-0 lead. On the season, Booker averages 7.4 points per game. Holmes has it left side in the corner for Duhart. Skip pass to Thomas. Thomas in the paint, and a hand check foul on Valdosta State. I believe they're going to put this on Matthews, and they do. Lachelle Matthews guilty with the hand check foul. Armstrong Atlantic will inbound it underneath their own basket. Thomas to Lacey Willis. Willis is going to drive. Splits the double team, loses it on the way up. Rebound Valdosta. Valdosta wants to run. Matthews has the ball stripped away from her by Ashley Duhart. It goes out of bounds off of Duhart, but it will stay with the Lady Blazers. Hartree outside to Booker, and Booker, a jump ball is going to be called here. And one official signals jump ball, one official signals a foul. And so Duhart is going to be guilty of the foul call, and Booker will head to the line to shoot two. Booker just 36.7% from the free throw line on the season. However, the first one goes right in, and she will have one more. Last year in the 66-54 win over the Lady Pirates, Booker had 6 points on 3 of 4 shooting from the floor. She's already got 4 here tonight as she makes both free throws. Duhart breaks the press on the pass from Holmes. Duhart to Thomas. Over to Willis. Out to Holmes. Holmes. Over to Verslaus. She puts it on the floor and has it taken away from her by number 20, Lachelle Matthews. So a similar looking start for the Lady Pirates to last night, and a foul on Lacey Willis as she reaches in on Booker. Last night, Wingate scored the first 14 points en route to the 73-61 win. Here, Valdosta has scored the first 4 points. Right side, Keller drives, kicks it off to the feet of Hudson. Now Hudson goes in, lays it up, misses the layup. Holmes gets the rebound for the Lady Pirates. Duhart across the timeline. Dribbles right. Now looks left for Holmes. Dangerous pass. Now Willis Baseline bounces to Verslaus, who lays it up and in. Good pass by Lacey Willis. And Lady Pirates have their first points of the evening. It's 4-2. Booker guarded by Willis, over to Matthews, right side. Now Hudson well out front, misses the long two. Holmes with another rebound for the Lady Pirates. Holmes, nobody guarding her. Now someone stops her. She hands off to Thomas in the corner. Bounce pass to Verslaus, and Verslaus traveled. She caught the pass as she was moving backward and shuffled her feet. Second turnover for the Lady Pirates. Valdosta State has it. 16:30 to go here in the first half, 4-2. Valdosta State with the lead and the basketball. Matthews, or excuse me, that is Hartree, lays it up, misses the layup. Verslaus gets the rebound. Now Duhart will bring it up against Hartree. And a foul as Keller trying to stay with Duhart. Second foul on the Blazers. And we'll get our first substitution of the game, as number 10, Lauren Maples, will check in, a freshman from Alpharetta. Thomas to inbound it for the Lady Pirates. Out to Willis. Willis drives, jump stop, and a travel. So two straight turnovers by the Lady Pirates. Valdosta State brings it up quickly. Maples has it left side, looking inside, now back out. Shot is up and good for Booker. Head coach Matt Schmidt wanting a travel, especially after Willis was called for a travel on the other end for what looked like a pretty good jump stop, and then a foul on Lacey Willis. And that is her second foul just 5 minutes in here in the first half. And Portia Jones is going to check in. And Lacey Willis will have to take a seat on the bench. Leading scorer not only for the Lady Pirates but the Peach Belt Conference as well. Takes a seat with 2 fouls, no points. And the Lady Pirates trail at 6-2. Hartree. Hands off to Matthews. Now Hartree for a long two. It's no good. Rebound, Ashley Duhart. Duhart hassled. And now she gets it across the timeline. Left side. Duhart. Over to Holmes. And then her pass is stolen by Matthews. Quick outlet to Hartree. And the ball deflected by Holmes back on defense into the Armstrong bench. One sub for Valdosta State as Jania Babina comes into the game, and we have reached our first media timeout of the contest. Valdosta State leads 6-2. We'll be back after this short break. Chad Jackson back with you here at Alumni Arena. 14:53 left in the first half. Valdosta State leads it 6-2, and specifically Tamika Booker leads 6-2 as Booker has scored all 6 points for Valdosta State in the first 5 minutes. The junior from Atlanta, Georgia, matching her output against the Lady Pirates. And yesterday's win, there is a turnover for the Lady Pirates as the pass stolen by Ashley Duhart. Duhart guarded by Hartree. Now Holmes has it. Out front to Verslaus. Duhart gets it back. Over to Portia Jones for 3. No good off the back iron, but Dartavia Thomas gets the offensive rebound. Holmes to Thomas. Looking inside. Now Thomas will drive. Puts up the shot. No good. And a rebounding foul on Kelly Verslaus as she goes over the back of Babina. And it will be Valdosta State basketball. Lady Pirates just 1 of 5 from the floor, 20%. Valdosta State not much better, 2 of 7. But they've hit a couple of free throws. As Booker's shot is no good. Rebound, Duhart. Duhart saves it off of Valdosta State's Lachelle Matthews. And the Lady Pirates will have the basketball. Portia Jones inbounds it to Dartavia Thomas. Thomas to Holmes in the corner for Portia Jones for 3, no good. Rebound, tip, saved. Jones gets it over to Thomas. And now Holmes wide open for 3, long, no good. Rebound Booker for Valdosta State. Lady Pirates have had open looks at 3-pointers with Holmes and Jones. Have not been able to get it to go. And now a steal. Ashley Duhart with her second steal of the night. Verslaus has it, backs in, up off the glass, no good. Gets her own miss, puts it up, no good. Rebound Booker, or excuse me, Matthews. Six to 2, 13:03 to go here in the first half. But another cold shooting start for the Lady Pirates as again Duhart creates a turnover with her defensive pressure. Hudson checks back in for Valdosta State, and the Pirates will bring in Lauren Hall for Lindsey Holmes. Duhart brings it up, gets it to Hall. Hall loses it, and then throws it off of Valdosta State player. That was Matthews to keep it alive for the Lady Pirates. Jones has it out front for Armstrong. To Hall, left side, over to Verslaus. Back to Jones, 10 on the shot clock. Jones in the paint, kicks it off to Hall for 3, no good. And the rebound comes down to number 42, Babina. And here come the Lady Blazers. Matthews guarded by Hall. And an illegal screen called on Valdosta State. Number 21, Hudson, and that is going to be her first foul. Team's third foul. Valdosta State has now matched the Lady Pirates as each team now has 5 turnovers. Duhart over to Thomas, out to Portia Jones. Inside to Duhart. Duhart then dribbles it off her foot. Aaron Keller checks back in for Valdosta State, and now they're going to reverse the call and say it was Armstrong Atlantic's ball and say it was a Valdosta State player that kicked it out of bounds. So with 15 seconds on the shot clock, the Lady Pirates will have it. Or actually now it's 21 seconds on the shot clock. Jones inbounds it to Hall, and a foul. And that's going to be on number 3, Hartree. And that is her first. So again, the Pirates inbound it. Hall has it in the corner. And then dribbles it out of bounds. Six to 2. We've been stuck at 6-2 for a while now, ever since the media timeout. Matthews guarded by Portia Jones, left side, dribbles right into the paint, kicks it off to Maples for 3, no good. Offensive rebound though by Keller. Now inside they go. Keller's shot is up, no good. Rebound comes down to Verslaus. Here come the Lady Pirates. Thomas looking inside, now gets it out to Hall, lobs it into Verslaus, back out to Jones, and then Jones throws it right to number 3, Hartree. It's a 3-on-0 break, and Hudson lays it up and in. Lauren Hall with the ball. Gives off to Thomas. Now Verslaus has it. Back out to Jones. Jones drives, shoots, misses. Rebound Artavia Thomas. She puts it up and back in. Tough work on the boards for Artavia Thomas, and the Lady Pirates get their second bucket of the game. It's 8-4. Hudson drives on Verslaus. Shot is blocked, but a foul called. And that is going to be the second foul on Kelly Verslaus with 10-12 left to go in the first half. Hudson is going to shoot 2 free throws. The 6'1" senior from Tallahassee, Florida, 42.9% from the free throw line. First one is good. Lindsey Hill, Mallory Mitchell in for Armstrong Atlantic. Shakita Ritchie and Tamika Booker into the game for Valdosta State. Second free throw from Hudson, good as well. Well, they're not shooting free throws like a team that shoots 58%. They are 4 for 4. And now have opened up a 10-4 lead. Mitchell, left side, out to Portia Jones. Now Dartavia Thomas has it. Looking inside, now back out to Mitchell, over to Jones. 7 on the shot clock. Jones inside and a foul. Hudson went around the back of Hill, and committed the foul. 5 team fouls now on the Blazers. And another sub, Courtney Mitchell, is going to check in for Valdosta State, and we have reached our next media timeout. 9:45 left to go here in the first half. Valdosta State leads 10-4. 9:45 left to go in the first half. A defensive battle, as you might expect, between these two teams. Valdosta State opponents score just 50 points per game. Armstrong Atlantic defensively gives up just 62 points per game. And right now in 10 minutes of action, just 14 points combined for these two teams. Jones inbounds it for the Lady Pirates against Thomas, or gets it to Thomas. Thomas out to Jones. Skip pass to Hall. Long three is good. And Lauren Hall with the three-pointer cuts the lead to 3. It's 10-7. Hall came in just 25% from three-point range. Shot is up and no good for number 32, Courtney Mitchell. Mallory Mitchell gets the rebound for the Lady Pirates. And here comes Armstrong Atlantic. Hill to Mitchell. Out to Jones. Jones, free throw line. Shot in the paint, no good. And then losing the ball out of bounds is Keller. Couldn't handle it. And Armstrong Atlantic will have possession. Jones inbounds it to Mitchell. And then Mitchell throws it too wide for Jones into the Valdosta State bench. 8th turnover for the Lady Pirates. Valdosta State with it, left side. Hartree out front to Ritchie. Now Booker has it. Bounce pass, and that's knocked away, but then Booker gets it back, puts it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Lauren Hall. Hall 1-on-2, will have to wait for teammates to catch up. Hands it off to Mitchell. Now Hall out front to Portia Jones. Jones out to Hall. Three-pointer is up and no good. Rebound comes down to Keller. Archery right side now dribbles to her left in front of the Armstrong bench. Hands it off. Free throw line jumper is good for Keller. Erin Keller, the senior from Louisiana, extends the lead back out to 5. It is 12-7. Thomas to Portia Jones. Over to Hall. Hall in paint. Jump stop, but a travel. Obviously, jump stops are not allowed tonight here at Alumni Arena. That's twice a Pirate player has been called for traveling after what looked like a pretty good jump stop. Turnover gives the ball back to the Blazers. Lindsey Holmes back into the game for Armstrong Atlantic, as is Ashley Duhart for Valdosta State. Lauren Maples checks back in. She has the ball in front of the Pirate bench. Puts it on the floor. Gives it off to Booker. Booker shot off the glass is no good, but she's fouled. And Ashley Duhart is going to be whistled, or excuse me, Dartavia Thomas whistled for the contact, her first. And Booker to the line for 2. First free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good. Rebound Lindsey Hill for the Lady Pirates. And then a deflected pass. Hall gets it. Goes all the way in, lays it up, scores. Lauren Hall with the Nice drive to the basket. And it's 12-9. Booker to Matthews inside. Shot is up, no good. A foul, which will send Shakita Ritchie to the line. Lauren Hall whistled for the foul. Ritchie, 52.9% free throw shooter. First one is no good. Second free throw is good. Ritchie is out. And Hartree is back in. 13-9, Valdosta State with the lead. Lauren Hall to inbound it for the Lady Pirates. Holmes to Thomas. Thomas out to Duhart as they break pressure. And then Hill has it taken away from her by Booker. Booker goes in, lays it up, scores. Ten turnovers by the Lady Pirates this half, and that was a big one. Lady Pirates looked like they had a little bit of momentum, but now Valdosta State leads it by 6, 15-9. Holmes with it out front. Gives it out to Hall. Lobs it into Hill. Another deflected pass. 2-on-1 break. And the shot is good by Hartree. And a 30-second timeout by head coach Matt Schmidt. 5:38 to go in the half. 17-9 Valdosta State with the lead. And a 6-0 run by the Blazers, which in a game as low scoring as this looks pretty good. Lady Pirates shooting just 25% from the floor, 4 of 16, 11 turnovers. They have out-rebounded the Lady Blazers 14-9, as Valdosta State shooting 37.5%, but Valdosta State is 5 of 8 from the free throw line. The Lady Pirates have yet to shoot a free throw. And the Lady Pirates are definitely missing the presence of Lacey Willis, who picked up 2 fouls in the first 5 minutes of this contest. Duhart to Holmes, out to Lindsey Hill, inside to Dartavia Thomas. Thomas back out to Holmes. Now Duhart is fouled, and she will go to the line and shoot 2. And now they call it travel. Obviously, there's no such thing as contact down on this end of the floor right now. 17-9, Valdosta State leads. And the Blazers have the basketball. And a travel back the other way as Booker takes an extra step. Lauren Hall inbounds it to Lindsey Holmes. Now Hall will bring it up. Working against Matthews. Over to Duhart. Now Hill has it, and a hand check foul on number 32, Mitchell. That is Courtney Mitchell, and that's the 6th team foul on the Blazers. A couple of subs for Valdosta State. Shakita Ritchie, Aaron Keller into the game. .449 to go in the half. Lady Pirates just looking to get to 10 here. It's 17-9. Hill out to Duhart. Over to Hall for 3. No good. A rebound comes down to Keller. Quickly ahead to Maples inside Booker. And then a layup is good for Mitchell. And it's an 8-0 run for Valdosta State. 19-9 they lead. Dartavia Thomas for three is good. Quickly ahead to Maples. Maples. Ball's deflected, but it comes out, and shot is no good by Matthews. Lauren Hall brings it up quickly. Duhart has it out front. Over to Lindsey Holmes. Bounce pass to Hill, and Hill traveled. Tell you what, every shot the Lady Pirates put up after they travel has gone in. I don't know what you can make of that, but a timeout on the floor for Valdosta State, 30-second timeout. Obviously, the Lady Pirates are getting the shots they want, but unfortunately for them, it's taking an extra step to get there. 12 turnovers for Armstrong Atlantic here in the first half. And that really is the difference in the ball game. Valdosta State shooting 38%, Armstrong Atlantic 27%, but points after turnovers very much skewed in favor of Valdosta State. Portia Jones checks back in for Armstrong Atlantic at the timeout. And Valdosta State has the basketball with a 7-point lead. And a travel on Booker. So Valdosta State now with 7 turnovers in the half. Jones has it right side for the Lady Pirates. Gives off to Duhart. Out to Hill. Over to Jones. Now Duhart with 10 on the shot clock, drives the baseline, kicks it off to Dartavia Thomas. Wide open, 2 is good. Thomas had 18 last night. She's got 7 here in the first half, and it's a 5-point lead, 19-14. Ritchie inside, ball's deflected, but Matthews stays with it, and then Lindsey Hill blocks the shot of Hartree, and the Lady Pirates come away with it. Jones to Hill out front. Now Lindsey Holmes has it. Skip pass to Duhart in the corner for 3. Good! Ashley Duhart gives the Lady Pirates another 3, and it's a 2-point game, 19-17. Keller hands off to Ritchie. Now Matthews has it, 12 on the shot clock. Matthews drives, shoots it up, easy layup. No help defense there on the drive by Matthews, and it's 21-17. Holmes has it, left side, looking for the skip pass. Now Hill is fouled by Booker, and that's going to put Hill on the line to shoot 1-1. Lauren Hall checks in for Armstrong Atlantic. Amanda Haven and Brittany Hudson in for Valdosta State. Hill, the freshman from Weatherford, Texas, her first free throws as a Lady Pirate. Coming right here. First one is up and in. Second free throw from Hill, good as well. 21-19. Valdosta State with the basketball, 1:33 to go until halftime. Hartree guarded by Duhart. Ball's deflected, and it's still loose, and it's back. Still with Valdosta State here. Hartree kicks it off And a travel called on number 15, Amanda Haven. 1:11 to go until halftime. And the Lady Pirates have a possession with which to tie Valdosta State. Hall against Haven, over to Duhart, looking inside, back out to Hill. Trying to post up Dartavia Thomas. Thomas over to Lindsey Holmes, 9 on the shot clock. Hall, and then throws it right to number 20, Matthews. 2-on-1 break. Matthews is blocked by Hall, and she'll go to the line for 2. 14th turnover on the Lady Pirates. And again, Valdosta State has a chance to convert with Lachelle Matthews, the junior from Columbus, shooting 2 free throws. First one is up and no good. Maples in for Valdosta State. Portia Jones in for the Lady Pirates. And now Booker back in for Valdosta State. Matthews' second free throw is no good. Rebound comes down to Dartavia Thomas. And then Dartavia Thomas has it taken away from her by Keller, but then Keller cannot make the layup, and she goes over the back of Dartavia Thomas, committing the foul. So Thomas had the ball taken away from her, but she comes right back, gets in a good rebounding position, and heads to the free throw line for 1-and-1. Thomas, 7 points, 4 rebounds. Thomas on the year, 71.4%. Her first free throw is up and good. This one can tie it, and that good news for head coach Matt Schmidt, because early in this half, looked like a foregone conclusion that the Blazers would take the halftime lead, as her second free throw is good, and we're tied. 34.3 seconds left. There's a 3-second differential in the shot clock and the game clock. Valdosta State has it. Matthews around a screen, kicks it off to Maples. 4-3, too long, no good. Rebound Duhart. 14 seconds left. Thomas brings it up. 10 seconds left. Thomas, 7 seconds left. Thomas, bounce pass to Hill. Hill, shot is blocked, but there's Dartavia Thomas for the bucket after the offensive rebound, and the Lady Pirates are going to go into halftime with a 23-21 lead after really the effort of Dartavia Thomas saving the Lady Pirates here in the first half. We will take a break and come back with the first half stats, bringing the second half of action. You're listening to Lady Pirate Basketball. on three-pointers and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Dartavia Thomas with a huge first half for Armstrong, 11 points, 6 rebounds. Those numbers lead all players so far this evening. Lauren Hall with 5 points off the bench as well for the Lady Pirates. For Valdosta State, 8 of 22, 36.4%, the exact same shots and percentage that Armstrong shot, but Valdosta State 0 of 4 from three-point range and just 5 of 10 from the free throw line. Missed free throws costing the Blazers there at the end of the first half. Armstrong Atlantic out rebounding Valdosta State 20-10. The leading scorer for Valdosta State is Tamika Booker, 8 points on 3 of 5 shooting, including 2 of 4 free throws. And then no other Valdosta State player has more than 1 field goal. Valdosta State 8 points off of turnovers compared to just 2 for Armstrong Atlantic. And it will be Armstrong Atlantic State basketball to begin the second half. And the Lady Pirates will get the services back of Lacey Willis, who picked up 2 early fouls and had to sit nearly 15 minutes of the first half. She did not score a point. She was 0 for 1 from the field. A reminder, fans, our final game of the Chatham Orthopedics Holiday Classic comes your way about 25 minutes after the conclusion of this contest, as the Armstrong Atlantic State men take on Lenore Rhine out of the South Atlantic Conference. It will be the starting 5 on the floor for Armstrong Atlantic: Dartavia Thomas, Lacey Willis, Ashley Duhart, Lindsey Holmes, and Kelly Verslaus. For Valdosta State, Aaron Keller, Tamika Booker, Brittany Hudson, Zinni Hartree, on the floor for the Lady Blazers. Holmes has it out front for the Lady Pirates, and then a kicked ball off the foot of Hudson will keep the ball with the Lady Pirates. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Holmes to inbound it to Willis. Willis drives the baseline, kicks it off to Verslaus. 8 on the shot clock. In the corner for Duhart. 6 on the shot clock. Willis puts it up, and it is no good. Rebound comes down to Booker for Valdosta State. She had to secure the ball that was tipped at her feet and really could not get a quality drive. Now they go inside to Hudson. Hudson around Verslaus, misses the layup. Verslaus gets the rebound, and here come the Lady Pirates. Willis drives, hangs, shoots, misses. Rebound comes down to Hudson. Hartree, right side. Bounces it into Hudson, back to Hartree. Actually, that was Keller with it, as Hudson's on the left side with the ball, way out front. Skip pass to Keller. Now Hudson for a long 2, no good. Rebound, Lacey Willis. Over to Duhart. Now Duhart right side. Inside to Willis. Willis up off the glass and good. And Lacey Willis is on the board. Her first points of the night, and it's a 4-point Armstrong Atlantic lead. And a layup back the other way, good for Keller. And 25-23, Armstrong with the 2-point lead. Willis to Holmes. She'll put up the three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Booker. Booker then, her pass deflected, but it goes into the hands of Hartree. Matthews out to Hudson. Hudson to Booker, guarded by Willis. 7 on the shot clock. Hudson through traffic around Willis, or Verslaus. Verslaus blocks the shot, and the Lady Pirates get the rebound. Duhart over to Willis. Willis drives, baseline, puts it up, kicks it off to Dartavia Thomas. Wide open two, in and out, no good. Rebound, Keller. And a layup is no good for number 20, Matthews. Duhart gets the rebound, gets it quickly ahead. Thomas to Verslaus out front. Over to Holmes, left wide open for three, good. Lindsey Holmes with their first three-pointer. The Lady Pirates have 4 three-pointers in this game by 4 different players. And it's a 5-point lead at 28-23. Driving layup good for Matthews, and a timeout called by head coach Kylie Hill of Valdosta State. And this will be a 30-second timeout. .16:08 to go. It's a 3-point Armstrong Atlantic lead. As the Lady Pirates try and get back on the winning track after last night's loss to Wingate. This will be the last game for the Lady Pirates out of conference. They return to action on January 5th at North Georgia, and it will be Peach Ball Conference play the rest of the way for Armstrong Atlantic. Of course, the Lady Pirates atop the Peach Ball Conference standings right now at 2-0. After they were picked to finish 8th in the Peach Ball Conference this season. Out of the timeout, Holmes for three, no good, and it hits the shot clock. And so it will be ball to Valdosta State. Holmes feeling it after making that first free throw, or first three-pointer, but was a little too long on that one. Matthews with it for Valdosta State. Ball's kicked by Thomas. It stays with the Blazers with 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Maples into the game for Valdosta State, the freshman from Alpharetta, as is number 32, Courtney Mitchell. Mitchell has it, now over to Matthews. With 10 on the shot clock, Matthews, ball screen, drives, brings it back out, kicks it off to Hartree with 3 on the shot clock. And they beat the shot clock, but the shot by Matthews is short, and Lady Pirates come away with the rebound. Willis dribbles right, now reverses direction, and a hand check foul on Valdosta State, and that's our first foul called of the second half. That's on Hartree, her second. A lot of isolation stuff for Lacey Willis here in the second half. As Dartavia Thomas inbounds it to Willis. Willis, free throw line. Now drives, hangs, shoots, hits. Off the glass, Lacey Willis for her second bucket. And it's 30-25, 15 minutes to go. Booker out to Maples, 4-3, no good. Rebound comes down to Verslaus. Quick outlet to Willis. Lady Pirates have numbers. Nice look as Duhart finds Tartavia Thomas underneath the basket, and a full timeout called by Valdosta State, as it is now a 7-point Armstrong Atlantic lead, 32-25. We'll take a short break and come back. You're listening to Lady Pirate Basketball. Valdosta State with it out of the timeout. Armstrong Atlantic leads it 32-25. And a blocking foul called on the Lady Pirates. And the archery whistled for the foul for Valdosta State, and immediately a sub in for the Blazers as Ritchie comes in. It was an illegal screen. The referee signaled for a block, called out the number. They called out number 3, and there is no Armstrong Atlantic player with number 3, so got together, the officials huddled, and got things sorted out. Lady Pirates have it, and a foul on number 23, Keller, against Willis, and that's the third foul. And Armstrong Atlantic will have possession. Thomas out to Lindsey Holmes. Now Willis has it. Hands off to Duhart, 20 on the shot clock. Tartavia Thomas drives. Bounce pass out to Willis. Willis, free throw or baseline jumper is good. And it's 34-25. Mitchell out to Matthews. Skip pass to Maples. They go inside. Nice ball rotation here, but the shot by Mitchell's no good. She gets her own rebound though. And now gives off to Maples out front. Back to Matthews. Now Mitchell drives, spins, shoots, blocked by Verslaus. And it goes off of Valdosta State to the Lady Pirates. Hudson into the game again. Mallory Mitchell into the game for the Lady Pirates. Lindsey Holmes over to Mitchell out front. Tartavia Thomas, right side. Drives, hangs, shoots, hits, banks it in from just about 10. And the Lady Pirates have now, when you take the end of the first half and the beginning of the second half, now have a 27-6 run going. Mitchell 1 on 5 behind the back dribble and then gives it right to Ritchie. Turnover for the Lady Pirates. And a travel on Booker. Couple of subs now for the Blazers again. Number 32, Courtney Mitchell. Number 15, Amanda Haven into the game. Mitchell has it for the Lady Pirates, and that's Mallory Mitchell, the freshman from Savannah. Hands off to Holmes once she gets it across the timeline. Mitchell has it back. Looking inside for Holmes, out to Thomas, over to Willis, wide open two, good. And Willis now has 8 points all in this half. And the run extends to 29-6, and another timeout for head coach Collie Hill. And this will be another full timeout, 12:10 to go in the ball game. And the Lady Pirates lead by 13. Armstrong Atlantic leads Valdosta State 38-25. Lady Pirates on fire from the floor, 7 of 12 for 58%, whereas Valdosta State is just 2 of 11 for 18.2%. And again, the run right now from about the 5-minute mark of the first half is in favor of the Lady Pirates, 29-6. Hartree has it for the Blazers. Gives off to Matthews. Inside they go, and the layup is good for Mitchell. That's Courtney Mitchell. And full court pressure shown by Valdosta State. Mitchell loses it out of bounds. And Ashley Duhart will come right back in for Armstrong Atlantic. (38-27), Valdosta State with the basketball. Hartree, guarded by Duhart, looks inside. They go right back, and a hand check foul for Slouse working against Courtney Mitchell. And the Blazers have found something they like right now with Courtney Mitchell working against Kelly Verslouse. Portia Jones into the game for the Lady Pirates. Matthews inside, shot is blocked, and it goes out of bounds off of Booker. And now one of the other officials will come in and reverse the call. And it will stay with Valdosta State. Lindsey Hill is going to check in for Kelly Verslouse. That defensive matchup now, it will be Hill on Mitchell, a little bit quicker. The freshman from Weatherford, Texas, played very well defensively in the first half for the Lady Pirates. Booker, guarded by Willis, out to Haven. Now Hartree has it. 10 on the shot clock. Gets it inside, shot is up and good. Mitchell from her hip puts it in off the glass. 4 straight points for the Blazers, and it's 38-29. Thomas, right side, drives, hangs, and a jump ball is going to give it to Valdosta State. So here comes the Blazer run. It was 29-6, the run for the Lady Pirates, but Valdosta State gets a couple of turnovers here. They've cut it to 9, and they can cut it to 7 on this possession. Hartree will bring it up for the Blazers. Over to Haven. Now back to Hartree. Hartree spins, hangs, and travels. Spin move by Hartree. The shot was good, but whistled for the travel. Willis has it now for the Lady Pirates. 10:18 to go. Willis drives, hangs, shoots, and hits. Lacey Willis with 10, all in the second half. And it's 40-29. Blazers have it. Matthews wants to drive and loses it going out of bounds. It was off of a Pirate, though, so it stays with the Blazers. That is Valdosta State's game right now. Just take a drive to the basket and see what happens. Shot is up off the glass and good for Mitchell. Courtney Mitchell, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line to try and complete a three-point play. Courtney Mitchell, averaging just 1.2 points per game this season, now has 6 and a possibility for 7 if she can convert this free throw. 9:48 to go until the end of regulation. The free throw is no good, and Hill gets the rebound for the Lady Pirates. Willis brings it up. Gets it to Tartavia Thomas. Over to Portia Jones for 3. Good. Fifth three-pointer for the Lady Pirates, and the lead is 12, 43-31. Hartree over to the right side to Keller. Back to Hartree, 10 on the shot clock. Now Haven, baseline, shot is up, short, no good. Rebound Willis, but it goes over to the Lady Pirates. Willis gets the inbounds pass, and now we'll bring it up. 43-31, we're under 9 to play. And a foul on Valdosta away from the basketball. And Hartree whistled for the foul. And the Lady Pirates will inbound it. Dartavia Thomas has it. Over to Hill. Now Portia Jones out front. Jones back to Duhart. Duhart, jump stop and a travel. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're a Valdosta player or an Armstrong player, there's no such thing as a jump stop here tonight. That's been called a travel every single time. 8:33 to go. Armstrong Atlantic with the lead, but Valdosta has the basketball. Number 3, Hartree has it. Bounce pass is kicked by Duhart. It will stay with the Blazers. 16 on the shot clock. 8:23 on the game clock. Haven inbounds it to Hartree. Hartree over to Booker. Back to Hartree for a long 3. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Mitchell. Mitchell shot high off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, and she's fouled. Courtney Mitchell, the 5'11" freshman from Durham, Georgia, has sparked the Blazers here in the second half with 6 points. She gets to the line for 2 free throws here. First free throw is no good off the back iron. Lindsey Holmes into the game for the Lady Pirates. Small lineup here for Armstrong now as Lindsey Hill comes out. Lacey Willis, the tallest player on the floor now for Armstrong. 8:08 to go, second free throw, good. So Mitchell makes 1 of 2. Jones gets it ahead to Duhart. Duhart did a good job keeping it alive against the full court pressure. Now Willis has it. 14 on the shot clock. Willis kicks it off to Dartavia Thomas. Wide open 2, no good. Rebound tipped, and Hartree comes up with it for Valdosta. And nice job running the floor. Booker misses the layup, though. She was in good position, but couldn't convert. Here come the Lady Pirates. Holmes out to Jones. Over to Dartavia Thomas. Back to Jones. Out to Lindsey Holmes. Inside, ball deflected by Mitchell. It will stay with the Lady Pirates with 11 seconds on the shot clock. And you cannot say enough about the effort of Courtney Mitchell for Valdosta State here in the second half. She has been a spark plug for Valdosta State. She deflected that entry pass. Holmes out of bounds play. Three-pointer is good. Second three-pointer for Lindsey Holmes, and it's 46-32. Again, Mitchell with it. Off the bottom of the backboard, but she's fouled by Lindsey Holmes. .7:01 to go. Mitchell again to the line. She was 1 of 2 her last trip. She's 1 of 3 this evening. Came in at exactly 50% from the line on the season. First free throw is good. Kelly Verslaus into the game for the Lady Pirates, replacing Portia Jones. Second free throw is good as well. And now Mitchell will get a well-deserved break as Tamika Booker checks back in for Valdosta State. Thomas to inbound it to Holmes. And then Holmes throws it away. 20th turnover for the Lady Pirates. They turned it over, however, 15 times in the first half, so it's better here in the second half for the Lady Pirates. But it does give Valdosta the ball. Inside they go to Booker. Booker, shot is partially blocked, and the rebound comes down to Lacey Willis. Willis to Holmes. Looking inside to Verslaus. Verslaus kicks it off to Duhart. Duhart drives and is fouled by Keller. 5th team foul on the Blazers this half. Dartavia Thomas will inbound it. And Mitchell back in for Valdosta, so that rest did not last long. Dartavia Thomas to inbound it. To Willis. Willis can't handle the pass. And the layup is good for Keller. It's a 10-point lead, 46-36, 6:21 to go, and then another steal, and a layup for Keller, and a full timeout for head coach Matt Schmidt as Keller absolutely picked the pocket of Lacey Willis. And it's now an 8-point lead. Full time on the floor. We'll take it with him. You're listening to Lady Pirate Basketball. Armstrong Atlantic led by as many as 14. It was 46-32 on the three-pointer by Lindsey Holmes, but a 6-0 run here by Valdosta State. And the Blazers show a half-court trap here. And another deflection on the pass, but it ends up in the hands of Ashley Duhart. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Verslaus lays it up, scores. Good job by Armstrong Atlantic against that trap, finding the open player, Kelly Verslaus. Now with 4 points. Ball deflected. Booker gets it back. Now Hartree has it. 10 on the shot clock. Hartree lays it up high off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, but she was out of bounds. She was out of bounds, and she came back in, but she didn't establish herself in the court before she caught that rebound. So that's technically out of bounds, and the Lady Pirates get possession. Willis on the run, 3-on-2, kicks it off to Duhart. Duhart will pull it back out, and Lady Pirates will set up an offensive play here. Thomas out to Willis, over to Duhart, 12 on the shot clock. To Holmes, 7 on the shot clock. Verslaus, 3 on the shot clock. Duhart, catch and release 3. She almost banked it in, but Booker gets the rebound for Valdosta State. We are under 5 to play. Hartree against Duhart, over to Maples, gets it back. Now a shot is off the bottom of the rim by Matthews, but she's fouled, and she will go to the line to shoot 2. Lindsey Holmes guilty of the foul, her second. And Matthews to the line to shoot 2, where she is 0 for 2 tonight. First free throw is good. Mitchell and Haven back in for Valdosta State. Second free throw, good as well. And again, full court pressure shown by the Lady Pirates. Verslaus to Dartavia Thomas, ahead to Willis. Diagonal pass to Holmes, and the Lady Pirates then throw it away. Holmes to Duhart, and Duhart was spotting up for a 3, and Holmes threw it to her on the baseline. 8-point Armstrong lead, 4:28 to play. Matthews to Mitchell. Mitchell spins, hangs, shoots, hits. Right around Verslaus, and it's a 6-point game. Willis over to Verslaus. Now Holmes has it. Over to Willis. 20 on the shot clock. Under 4 to play. Thomas to Duhart. Duhart drives, shoots, misses, rebound Booker. Shot off the glass, no good for Matthews, but she's fouled and she'll go to the line for 2. And head coach Matt Schmidt cannot believe what he's seeing right here, with Valdosta State trailing by 14 just 4 minutes ago. And this could be a 4-point lead if Matthews makes these 2 free throws. First one is no good. Portia Jones back into the game for Kelly Verslaus as the Lady Pirates go with the small lineup again. Second free throw for Matthews is good. Willis to Jones. Jones ahead to Thomas. Now Willis has it, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Willis backs in Over to Thomas. Duhart for three, no good. Rebound saved by Thomas, but she's out of bounds. Duhart's had a couple of wide open looks on three-pointers, but has not been able to get them to fall. And Valdosta State can cut it to one possession. 3:20 to go in the game. Matthews to Booker. Looking inside. Now Hartree has it. Hartree out to Haven. 6 on the shot clock. Hartree to Booker. Off the glass, no good. Gets her own miss. Puts it up, misses that. And the rebound comes down to Holmes. 2:45 to go. Lady Pirates need a bucket here. In the worst way. Just to stem the tide. They haven't scored since the 5:53 mark. Duhart to Willis. Willis back to Duhart. 7 on the shot clock. Portia Jones. Shot is blocked, but she's fouled. And she will go to the line and shoot 3. And Hartree fouls out. So Portia Jones heads to the line to shoot 3 free throws. Coming into the game for Valdosta State, Aaron Keller to replace Hartree. Big free throws here for the Savannah native. First free throw is no good. Jones was 3 of 3 on the year before that one. Second one is good. Valdosta brings in Lauren Maples. And Jones will have one more. And that is good. So Jones makes 2 of 3, and head coach Matt Schmidt wants a full timeout to set up his defense. Armstrong Atlantic leads 50-43. 2:23 left to go. Recapping you on the action in the Chatham Orthopedics Classic today. Wingate defeated Columbus State in our first game of the day, 76-59. In men's action after that, it was St. Augustine's College defeating Concordia Selma 71-52. So Wingate 2-0 in the Chatham Orthopedics Classic. St. Augustine's 2-0 in the Chatham Orthopedics Classic. Lady Pirates hoping to end the tournament 1-1. If they can hold on here, it's a 7-point lead, 2:23 to play. The score is 50-43, Valdosta State. Matthews dribbles right, looking inside for Mitchell, or excuse me, for Mitchell, but good defense by Dartavia Thomas. Maples has it. Over to Matthews, 13 on the shot clock. Bounce pass inside, it's deflected. Booker gets it back, puts it up off the glass, no good, but she's fouled. And Lacey Willis whistled for the contact, and it will put Booker to the line, where she is 2 of 4 tonight. Booker 8.7 rebounds this evening. First free throw is no good off the front iron. Second free throw good. So Booker makes one of two. It's a 6-point lead, 50-44. Now Portia Jones brings it up, hands off to Duhart. Duhart across the timeline, kicks it off to Jones. Left side, 17 on the shot clock. Holmes looking inside, lobs it in for Willis. Willis off the glass, good, and she draws the foul. And she will go to the line to try and complete the three-point play. And that just might be the clincher for the Lady Pirates, as 1:41 left. The lead could go to 9 if Willis can convert on the three-point play. 10 points now for Willis, or excuse me, 12 points for Willis, all in this half. Free throw is good, and it's 53-44, 1:41 to go. Booker brings it up, or excuse me, Matthews has it for Valdosta, over to Mitt, and a foul on the floor on Keller. Portia Jones whistle for the foul, and Aaron Keller will go to the line and shoot 1 and 1, as it was a foul on the floor. Keller 44% from the free throw line, and it is no good. Rebound Artavia Thomas. Big rebound there for Thomas. On the break, Lady Pirates bring it back out to run a little clock. 20 on the shot clock, 1:20 on the game clock. Thomas drives all the way in, lays it up, misses the layup, but she's fouled. And Dartavia Thomas heads to the line for 2. First free throw is good. Thomas now with 16. And a timeout call by Valdosta State. Courtney Mitchell, the freshman, came into today having scored just 7 points all season long for Valdosta State. She leads the Blazers this evening, 11 points. But Armstrong Atlantic leading now behind the 1-2 punch of Dartavia Thomas and Lacey Willis. Thomas with 16 and Lacey Willis with 13, all in the second half. Lady Pirates shooting 46.5 from the floor percentage. 6 of 16 on three-pointers, that's 37.5%, and 8 of 9 on free throws, that's 88.9%. For Valdosta State, just 16 of 48 from the floor, that's 33.3%. 0 of 7 on three-pointers tonight. And the Blazers shoot 33.7% from three-point range. And just 12 of 22 from the free throw line for 54.5%. Thomas will shoot one more free throw as it's a 10-point Armstrong Atlantic lead, 54-44. Second free throw is good. And Thomas has 17, one off of her career high set back on December 2nd at UNC Pembroke. Matthews out to Haven for a three, no good. And a rebounding foul on Valdosta State as Keller went over the back of Portia Jones. Keller fouls out with 8 points, 5 rebounds, replaced in the lineup by Maples. And Portia Jones will shoot 1 and 1. First free throw is up and good. Lady Pirates shooting very well from the line tonight on the year, 73.9%. But well over the 90% number now. Second free throw is good. 57-44 with exactly 1 minute left to play. And a foul on the drive. Duhart fouls Matthews. 57.5 seconds left. Matthews with 2 free throws, where she is 3 of 6 tonight. First one is good. The Lady Pirates will break now for the Christmas holidays and will not return to action until January 5th at Newark, Georgia. So the next time the Lady Pirates take the court here in Savannah will be on January 8th. Second free throw no good. Lacey Willis gets the rebound. Or excuse me, January 7th, as Willis kicks it off to Jones. And now the Lady Pirates will run some clock. 18 on the shot clock, 45 seconds on the game clock. Thomas. And a foul on Haven, and we'll send Artavia Thomas to the line to shoot 2. Actually, it will be 2 free throws. 10th team foul. Lady Pirates will host Georgia Southwestern at 5:30 on January 7th. First free throw from Thomas is good, and she has tied her career high. I wish I could tell you what day of the week that's on, but that's a little too far in front of my calendar right now. Second free throw good for Thomas, and she has a new career high with 19, and it's now a 14-point lead, 38 seconds left to play. Matthews drives, loses it off her foot. 30.5 seconds left, so there should be a shot clock here. 30.5 seconds. .5 seconds left, and they're trying to put 30. So it's possible this, yeah, then they'll have to put 31 seconds just so they can get the 30 on the shot clock. A little quirk of the scoreboard here at Alumni Arena won't let you put 30 up there if there's a fraction of 30 left. So we reset it once we get the shot clock on to 30.5, and we're underway. Willis over to Holmes. Holmes is fouled by Haven, and Lindsey Holmes will go to the line and shoot 2 with 23 seconds left. Lindsey Holmes tonight, 6 points, 3 rebounds. She's hit a couple of three-pointers. First free throw is good. And this one got out of hand late, but credit the Lady Pirates free throw shooting for that. They've hit them every time they've had the opportunity here in the last 2 minutes. It was a 6-point lead with exactly 2 minutes left, but since then it has been all Lady Pirates. Three-pointer no good for Matthews. Jones brings it across the timeline and is fouled by Mitchell. And Portia Jones will go to the line and shoot 2. So the Lady Pirates will improve to 7-2 on the season. Heading into Peach Belt Conference play in earnest in January, and Valdosta State comes to the Chatham Orthopedics Classic and exits with a 7-3 record. Jones misses them both. Mitchell ahead to Matthews. Matthews to Haven. Haven drives the baseline, and now we'll put up a three-pointer that is good with 1.7 seconds left. The Lady Pirates will just inbound it and end the contest. 61-48, Armstrong Atlantic wins and heads into Christmas with a 7-2 record. Fans switch on over in about 25 minutes. Armstrong Atlantic men will take on Lenore Rhine in the finale of the 2008 ASU Chatham Orthopedics Holiday Classic.